Welcome to online class Standard 9 Term 2 Unit 1 Geography Hydrosphere. Learning objectives from this lesson: to understand the importance of water, to differentiate fresh and salt water, to compare the major seas and oceans, to know about the relief features of the ocean floor, to recognize the movement of ocean water, to understand the marine resource and need for conservation. Now I am going to tell the small introduction about the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is a watery body of the earth. We know that our planet Earth consists of four spheres. There are lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. In the early chapter, we have studied about lithosphere and atmosphere. Now we are going to learn the other two spheres, namely the hydrosphere and biosphere. What is the meaning of a hydrosphere? The hydrosphere is a watery part of the earth. What are the four spheres of the earth? One is a lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Now I am going to give the introduction about a hydrosphere. One of the most important natural resource of the earth is water. Earth is also called the blue planet. Why the earth is called a blue planet? Because 97% of water on earth's surface is covered with oceans. Less than 3% of water held on lakes, glaciers, ice caps, groundwater, rivers and lakes, and also the water vapor in air. So, why the earth is known as blue planet? Because 97% of the earth covered with water, so earth is known as a blue planet. Next one is a hydrological cycle. What is the meaning of a hydrological cycle? See this picture. Hydrological cycle. The earth's water is not static, it always in motion. This continuous movement of water on, above and below the earth's surface is called the hydrological cycle. What are the three major processes involved in the water cycle? One is evaporation, condensation and precipitation. What are the three major processes of the water cycle? See, evaporation, condensation and precipitation. These are the three major processes of the water cycle. Next one is now I am going to tell the two types of water on the earth. One is fresh water and another one is salt water. Fresh water. Rainwater is considered to be a part of water, fresh water. Why it is known as a fresh water? Because it contains very less amount of salt in the rainwater. So it is also known as a fresh water. The example for fresh water like ponds, lakes, streams, river water, these also include for the fresh water lake. The next one is the continents and oceans evenly not distributed evenly. In the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, next one is the northern hemisphere hold 61% of land. The southern hemisphere is hold on 81% of water. So the northern and southern hemisphere is not even. So northern hemisphere is known as the land hemisphere and southern hemisphere is known as the watery hemisphere. See the picture. Land hemisphere is a northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere is a watery hemisphere. Next one is oceans. Ocean is a continuous body of water that forms a major part of hydrological belief that the oceans formed the earth nearly 3 billion years ago. Then Relief features of the ocean floor. What are the relief features? What are the other oceanic floor on the ocean floor? The next one is the major oceans and seas. What are the important major oceans and seas on the earth? One is the South Pacific Ocean, North Pacific Ocean, Southern Ocean, Arctic Ocean, South Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, here also Arctic Ocean, North Pacific Ocean, Oral Sea, here Japan Sea, Bering Sea. So in see the world map, all the important major seas and oceans also having. Next one is do you know Sylvia Earle is a famous American oceanographer. She was named as the first hero for a planet. The next person, he was also very important French ocean explorer Jacques. Next one is the major relief features of the ocean. What are the major relief features of the oceans? See the picture and see that the major relief features: continental shelf, continental slope, continental rise, deep sea plain or abyssal plain, oceanic deep and oceanic ridge. These are known as the major relief features of the oceanic floor. What is the meaning of continental shelf? Continental shelf means a slow and gently sloping platform extending out from the adjoining continental landmass to sea, that is known as the continental shelf. What is continental shelf? See the picture. The adjoining continental landmass into the sea is called continental shelf. Next one is these are major relief features of the ocean. Continental shelf I told. Next one is continental shelf also include for the richest fishing ground in the world. Why it is known as the richest fishing ground? Because so much of grass, seaweeds and planktons also include in this continental shelf. So it is known as a richest fishing grounds. Example, Grand Banks of Newfoundland. Then this area also include for the minerals, mineral fuels. So drilling and mining activities are also oil drilling and mining activities also held in this area. Example, Mumbai High in Arabian Sea. Next one is, see the picture, continental slope. What is continental slope? The edge of the continental shelf to the deep ocean bed is called continental slope. Next one is a continental rise. Between the continental slopes and abyssal plain is called continental rise. See the picture. Between the continental slope and abyssal plain, this area is known as a continental rise. It consists of submarine fans. Next one is deep sea plains or abyssal plain. See the picture. Deep sea plains or a abyssal plain. In between for the mid-oceanic ridge and